Okay, guys, I have tried filming this episode now 3 times. I remade it because the mic didn't work at the first time. The second time, the microphone worked and put a robo voice on me, which if it's doing that right now, I'm going to cry. And then a third time is now. So hi, this is your daily reminder that you, me, and we're gonna be fine. Ish. Right now, I'm gonna be fine-ish, especially after trying to re-record this so many times. But I really think this topic is important, so I'm trying to get through it. Okay? Let's begin. Losing yourself in a relationship. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And there are many ways this can happen. To start, friends. Losing your friends, giving up your friends, making them no longer a priority in your life. That is in turn losing yourself. Your friends are a reflection of you. They're a piece of you. They are the ones that will be there when said guy is no longer there. They're the ones that will sit there and bring you food and make you feel better, force you to get up. Those are the people that are going to be some of the most instrumental individuals in your life. Why would you give them up for a man that you are not married to? Especially, oh my gosh, if there's not a ring on your finger, no, you have absolutely no excuse. And I will not, I used to be this person. I have been there, I have done it, where I sacrificed my friendships for the person I was with. Either they didn't want to hang out with those people or they wanted to be the priority. And if when they were available, I made time for them instead of time for my friends. Don't do it. And we all know that girl. We all know that girl that is suddenly available when she's not in a relationship. And the second she is, you no longer hear from her anymore. The one that will suddenly cancel a plan on you because, oh, Max wanted to go get dinner tonight and he's been just so busy. So I think I'm going to do that. Even though we had plans for the past week and a half. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you have plans with your friends, if you are doing things with them that is already set in stone, do not cancel that for a man. Unless the craziest emergency comes up and they need you at the hospital, don't cancel the plans. Don't do it. Because guess what? Those are plans you're going to really regret missing out on when you are no longer with this guy. Like, be so for real. And this goes for like, any stage of dating. Any stage of dating. When you first start off, oh my gosh, you better not be canceling plans for a guy to go on a date because they've been busy and you've been busy. Okay, well, eventually you'll find time. If it's meant to be, you'll find the time. But when you're in an actual relationship and you're in a committed relationship, you need time for yourself and your friends. Your friend is not your boyfriend. That is not your main friend. Don't get it twisted. They are not the person. When they leave you and they leave you crying, they're not going to be there to help you. Your friends are. And if you no longer have them, you're really not in a great position. I am so big on making plans with my friend. I mean, my friends and I make plans weeks in advance. We make them a week out. No matter what it may be, they come first. Even in a relationship, they are my priority. If the person I am with isn't making plans with me, that is on them. If I ask them to do something and they can't, okay, and they ask me and I can't, okay, find a time. Plan out a little bit longer. If you both have busy schedules, the guy that you are with should be making these plans out in advance. It shouldn't just be expected that whenever they say, "Oh, let's do this," that you're free and you can do it. No, absolutely not. And that's nothing to say inviting your boyfriend to do things with you, inviting the person you're with. Do things with your friends. Yes, that's fun being in groups. You don't want to be just committed to one person and that is your social circle and that is also your relationship and everything. No, don't do that. And it's really sad seeing girls do it and then they end up out of these relationships and they're trying to crawl back to all their friends that they just completely dismissed. And that means something to people. When you suddenly are there when it's convenient for you, that's not a friendship at all. And that's all that you're showing them is that no matter what, any boy that comes into your life is more important than you are to them. And that's not a real friendship. Don't get that twisted. I have been there, I have done it, and I have so many regrets for doing that. So many regrets. Moving on. Losing yourself. I would put this into two perspectives. There's losing yourself in terms of the things that you are doing, that you do outside of work, that you have hobbies for, passions for, things that really interest you, your social life, the way you like to interact with people, what you like to do on the weekends. Those are one side, and then your boundaries are the other side. So, starting with the things that you actually like to do. Uh, if a guy doesn't like you doing those things, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Do not give up the things that you love doing and that you have loved doing prior to meeting that person just because they don't want you to or it interferes with their time. I would like you to name one man that when you said you don't like that they golf, they stopped golfing on the weekends and they are very happy to do so. They resent you for it. And the second you guys break up, they're going to run back to golf and they're going to say to all their guys, oh my gosh, I can't believe she didn't let me do this. Like, how controlling, how this, how that. So, why can they do it to you? Why can they do it to you? If you don't like that the guy you're talking to golfs a lot, do not talk to him anymore because that's not going to change. You're not going to change his passions, his hobbies, and he does not get to do that to you. It is so easy for girls to want something to change and then because we changed it, we're like, oh, well, they need to. No, they're not going to do that. Like, this is my life. I'll do what I want. Kudos to them for at least sticking strong on that. In all fairness, they're not going to change, so why are you? Why are you doing it? I feel like girls, we want to be loved. We want to be appreciated by these people. We want to show them that we care. And I think there's a lot of other ways to do that besides giving up the things that you love and care about. Because they also know that they have you under their finger. They're like, oh, wow, I can tell her to do whatever and she'll do it. It's like a dog. Like, I tell her to bark, she'll bark. No, absolutely not. If they don't like you for who you are, tell them to kick rocks. Get out. Get out. They don't like that you like to read this many hours on this type of day. Bye. They don't like these things you do with your friend. Bye. It's not worth it. Because in the end, it always ends up being the things that you had a problem with or that they had a problem with that somehow either you resent them or they do something. It's going to end that way a good amount of the time. A good amount of the time, the thing that you first saw that you're like, oh, it's fine, it's no longer fine. And that's where I think the transition into boundaries is so important. Like, first of all, if you do not have a notes list, open up your note app, put values in one section, put boundaries in the other section, fill that bitch out. Fill it out. You need to have it clearly stated. How it's an accountability chart. It's helpful. Trust me. Please do it. Because you can't just randomly come up with things that you do like and don't like and blah, blah. Write them down. Write them down. And when somebody does it, you have it laid out. You have a boundary. That is a boundary. Boundary means do not cross it under no circumstance. There's no, oh my gosh, like it was just because this was happening or this was happening or he was drunk or he was the. I don't care. I don't care and you shouldn't care. They did it. That is a boundary. And if you're early into a relationship, I personally just think if they're already crossing your boundaries, walk away. Walk away. And especially if they're doing multiple of them, leave. Don't justify it. If you don't like what they're doing, leave. If it is compromising the way you feel on a daily basis, leave. The right person, you won't have that. You won't have to second guess things. You won't be like, oh, well, like, I really don't like it when guys normally do this, but he didn't mean it like that. Like, what? Why are we justifying their bad behavior? I don't understand that. I mean, I don't understand. I say I don't understand it because I literally do it. And the thing is, I just want to be somebody that is for that person. But you can't force yourself to be the right person for the wrong person. That doesn't make any sense. Because eventually, your true self's going to come back out. And you're going to be like, what in the hell am I doing? Like, what? I've let them act like this, and I'm unhappy. You're going to be unhappy when somebody consistently crosses your boundaries, and you're not setting them. So anyway, early on in a relationship, if they are already crossing boundaries, get out. It's not even worth talking about it. Don't be that girl that is 2 dates in and you're like, oh, well, I really don't like that you do it like, why are you bringing up problems within 2 dates? I have, again, also done this. What in the hell am I doing? Why? It is 2 dates in. Until you are in a committed relationship, you should not be having conversations about things that really bother you about the way the person acts. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just walk away. Because then you're just, I mean, they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. They're going to try it for a little bit. You're going to get into a relationship. Then they're going to do it again. So now you're really screwed. You've just wasted so much time. Get out. Get out. When it comes to an actual relationship, Yes, you're going to have conflicts, you're going to have issues, you're going to have difficulties that you need to communicate with. If you communicate your boundaries, you communicated it, they screwed up, you explained, hey, this is a boundary for me. I really don't, like, I can't deal with this. If they cross the boundary again, you cannot have the same conversation. You cannot say, hey, like, I mean, I told you before, like, this is something that really bothers. Okay, then leave. Then leave. What are you doing? You explained it to them already. They didn't hear it. They did it again. If you stay with them, they will always do that. They will always do that. And I'm convinced a piece of men are like dogs in that way. Like they're like little kids. If you let them get away with it, they'll keep doing it. So why? There needs to be some sort of consequence within that. And if it's bad enough, that needs to be walking away. That needs to be creating space. That needs to be there's something. I mean, the best thing you could do is walk away. That's the biggest consequence. Hey, I explained to you already that this is a boundary. You crossed it, and that shows who you are as a person. If you stay through that, you look so weak, and they will take advantage of every little piece of you. Every little piece of you. And in turn, you're also altering who you are and what you like and what you value and what things bother you in a relationship and what don't. You need to be able to say, hey, look, I've already expressed this to you. You did it again. I really don't think it's worth fighting over. You're a great person. Bye bye. That's it. If they can't take the information that you've already given them and change, that also shows you that they are not capable of fixing that behavior. You can't change people. People can grow. People can understand that there's certain things that they might do other people don't like in terms of their behavior, not in terms of what they love to do with themselves and their time. But maybe that's just not who they are. If that's a boundary for you, it's not a boundary for them, clearly. Walk away. You don't have a shared interest. It's going to cause significant problems in the future. And the majority of my friends they explain their relationship issues, even my own, it always comes down to this is something that my boundary has been crossed, and you're crossing it again, and now I'm going insane. And instead of just walking away. Same concept as cheating. Once they cheat, if you forget, this could be okay. Hear me out. Some people might not like this statement. This is my personal opinion. If it's worked out for you, that's amazing. My personal opinion. If they cheat on you once, they will continue to cheat on you again. Eventually, they're going to cheat. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a cheater on you, always a cheater on you. They're going to do it. If you stay with them, you've given them an out. They have literally done the worst thing they could do. And you're like, oh yeah, but I still love you and I still want to be with you. What? You don't want to be the girl that gets walked over. That loses her friends, loses everything she values, changes her hobbies, the things she likes to do with her life. I mean, I've given up financial gain for relationships. I've given up places where I've made a lot of money just because it would appease the person I was with. I've given up my entire college life just to appease the person that I've been with. I've given up my sanity and values in terms of friendships and relationships just to be with the person I was with. I have given up my work, my careers, that is ridiculous. That is how bad. I have given up pieces of my career for men. Absolutely not. Never. Oh, never, ever again. Like, what? So again, I know this episode is extremely short and sweet, and there is so much more to expand on here. I'm very well aware of that, but I just wanted to give a little tidbit because I needed to hear it, and I hope somebody else needs to hear it. And if any of what I have said resonates with you, I beg of you to take a step the fuck back. Take a step back. Reevaluate everything you're doing right now. If you are giving up things for yourself, or you're like, hey, I really, honestly, like, it sucks that I don't do this anymore. I really enjoy doing it, but the person I'm with doesn't like that. What? No, don't do it. I beg of you. Go back and be like, especially if like you're early in a relationship and if you're deep into one and you might feel like you're trapped. You're like, oh, well, I've already been with this person for like 3 years. How are you going to feel in 20 years when you still can't do the things you love? Or you could be with somebody that shares that value or that encourages that side hobby, that wants to be a part of things, wants to support you instead of tear you down and make you feel bad about doing something you like. I think you're going to be happier with the second. I really think so. And I really hope you can take a step back and be like, okay, maybe you're right. Like, I need to get out of this somehow, which is fine. That's how life works. Like, you don't really know somebody and all their capabilities and all their capacities until a good amount of time. And sometimes it sucks when you are pretty far along in a relationship and everything starts coming out. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is not what I'm okay with. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not okay with the fact that I took all these pieces of my life out for this person. Like, what? So, I hope everyone get a little something out of this. I think I personally needed to hear it pretty deeply, but nonetheless, I hope everyone has a beautiful week, and that's all. Bye.